here is my final project and kind of the place I was able to get to throughout the semester. I was able to include quite a few entities in the project, but I kept it as baseline as I could. I didn't get too crazy with anything. So it started off with the users and being able to essentially log in and log out. We'll register as a new user just to show that we can do that. Let's see. So I'm logged in. I can see these new pages, and this page, the tenants, is intended for the owner to be able to view, and eventually they'll be able to edit the different people who have accounts on the site. So let's see. Let's go with the new doesn't work. Also, it doesn't make a lot of sense for the admins of the site to eventually make a new tenant, but we may create that functionality just in case they need it later. But for now, it's just viewing the tenants. Our units has full CRUD. We're able to see, and we'll make a new unit. We'll do a lot unit, and let's just say that their location system says E10, and we'll save it, and it saves right here. We can also edit this and say, oh, we didn't want to call it 5, we want to say 6, and it loads. And then of course we can delete, and that does send a delete request to the back end. I'll open up the network tab so you can see the different calls that are being made. So it's getting the unit, and when we do a edit or creation, it actually gets the unit type to populate the radio button. So let's just say that we actually wanted that as a lot, and we save that, and it'll send. And I'll get a retrieval of a 200 because it worked. So then let's say we also want to delete, and it sends back the ID. That's really the only thing it needs, and it'll remove it. So there's CRUD for the units. Open units, I also got around to kind of playing with what the user might see and trying to think of the best way to do that. So right now it's really basic, but the specific type of unit image will come up, and then the specific details of it. Eventually, you know, how I think the backend would work is you would just rent a type of unit, not a specific number of a unit. So then the backend would just send back the first available. We then have a errors page that helps decode some of the problems that may happen, and this is going to be for administrative purposes for the owners, just in case. So eventually it'll be that as long as you're an admin, you'll see tenants, units, and errors, but then if you're not, you will have messages and open units, and we may not develop messages further.